Okay, so we'll do a few combos with Mako Tsunami's deck. Okay, here we have a combo with C-Stealth attack and any two of these cards. So it could be any combination of the two. This would actually be the best one because you get a free monster, but we'll just say that it's not that one. So we'll go ahead and activate C-Stealth 2, and then you can go ahead and summon your Electric Jellyfish. And now your Electric Jellyfish has a monster and a spell negate because Yumi's on the field. It also can't be targeted by monster effects. So this is how you can play through Nibiru in a lot of instances. And your monsters won't be targeted by monsters. So it's pretty nice having the C-Stealth combination with the Jellyfish. Jellyfish's effect can activate, so you can send a Pacifist from your deck to your graveyard, which is treated as Yumi, always. And then you can special summon a water monster from your hand, which is your Kairyu-shin. So this is generally the way you summon Kairyu-shin from your deck, or from your plays, is through this. You can use other cards like XYZ Remora, or your Lantern Shark, but for the most part I use Electric Jellyfish. And also when Kairyu-shin is summoned, you can add either a C-Stealth 1 or C-Stealth 2. In this case, I would go for C-Stealth 1, simply because my combo is very small, right? So on your opponent's turn, you can activate your C-Stealth attack during their standby phase, and then go ahead and activate your Pacifist field spell. And now when your opponent activates a card effect, you go ahead and get your Serpent token, which I'll go ahead and use this very nice Spiral token I got. So it has 2,000 attack and defense. You could also use Mako Tsunami as a token. But now you could banish this if your opponent tries to destroy any of your spells and traps. And it could also help you OTK for your next turn. So if your opponent decides to attack, you do have your C-Stealth attack. It's like a mini Mirror Force. And also, if any of these monsters go to the graveyard, you do have your C-Stealth 2 to special summon them during the battle phase. For example, if Kairyu-shin goes to the graveyard somehow, and then their battle phase starts, you can activate this, summon the Kairyu-shin, and basically board wipe their monsters. So yeah, Kairyu-shin is very powerful on the field. They can only control one non-water monster, so it really hurts like just about every deck. But let's go ahead and do another combo.
You may have shrunk my battlefield down to an island, Mako, but my stone soldier still gets a field power bonus.
Your massive monster can barely fit on that little rock, let alone do battle with my undersea attack force. This savage shark will lead my other sea creatures in an all-out ocean onslaught.
His stone soldier's about to become fish food.
So the combo is a simple one with Buzzsaw Shark. You simply normal summon the Buzzsaw Shark and use its effect to target itself. And you can special summon a same level fish from your deck. So you'll go ahead and summon your Buzzsaw Shark. Then you'll overlay the two for a Bahamut Shark. And using Bahamut Shark's effect, you can detach either one. I recommend detaching the Buzzsaw Shark. And that will go ahead and summon a copy of Totally Awesome from your deck. And what's good about this combo is your Bahamut Shark was attached to, or still is, a right-hand shark, so that means it can't be destroyed by battle. So on your next turn, you could get a second Totally Awesome. And also when Totally Awesome goes to the graveyard, you would get to re-add your Bahamut Shark and do another play on your next turn.
I've never dueled against creatures like these before. It feels as if I'm battling Mako sea monsters and the awesome power of the ocean itself.
Do any of your cards have the power to stand against my ocean pets?
I have the power of Silverfang, and I combine him with the magic of the full moon to double his ferocity.
Okay, and here we have a 2-card combo with Buzzsaw Shark and Abyss Shark. So first you're going to want to normal summon your Buzzsaw Shark, and you can use its effect to target itself and get a right-hand shark from your deck. And then since you control a water monster, you can go ahead and special summon your Abyss Shark and search an XYZ Remora from your deck. And now you can overlay these two, and you want to make sure that you have level 4 monsters for your XYZ Remora and that you also have 3 monster zones open. So you can put it in this zone, that's fine. And then you're going to go ahead and activate your XYZ Remora's effect by detaching 2 materials to special summon itself. and its effect will summon 2 level 4 sharks. It can't be up to 2, it has to be exactly 2. They have to be level 4. So make sure that you have 2 level 4 fish in your graveyard if you're going to use its effect, or as material. It could be other Exceed monsters that use Remora's effect, but now that you have that, you can go ahead and overlay these 2 for a Bahamut Shark. And your Bahamut Shark is underneath a right-hand shark as well. So both of these monsters can't be destroyed by battle. So then you're going to go ahead and detach probably your... It doesn't really matter, honestly. You detach 1 material in order to special summon a Totally Awesome from your deck. And then you can overlay these 2. These can actually both be used for a rank 5 or a rank 4 if it's a Stealth Kraken. So we'll go for a second Stealth Kraken. And this Stealth Kraken can be destroyed by battle, but when it leaves the field, you would get a replacement. Thanks to it having Exceed materials, you would get a Stealth Kraken spawn, and that could bring it back later on too. But this one can't be destroyed by battle, nor can your Bahamut Shark, and you also have a Totally Awesome. So yeah, it's 2 Krakens and a Toad from just an Abyss Shark and a Buzzsaw Shark.
We should probably get going. Leaving so soon, are you? What a swell guy. I like that he doesn't wear a shirt. Hey, yeah. Ah! Did you just throw a harpoon at me? I didn't want you to leave. And I wasn't sure how else to get your attention. Just ask. Just say, hey, Yugi, could you stay a little longer? Don't lob a freaking harpoon at me. Seriously, that's like the rudest thing ever. Hey, Yugi, could you stay a little longer?
Okay, and this combo will be a combination of 2 of the strategies. We're going to be using Electric Jellyfish and Abyss Shark. So Abyss Shark needs a water monster to be on the field to activate. So you're going to have to normal summon your Electric Jellyfish, and then you can special summon your Abyss Shark. And now you can use Abyss Shark's effect. And in this case, I would go for... Usually you'd go for Buzzsaw Shark if you don't have access to it. However, in this particular example, I'm going to go for Lifeless Leafish because there's a way you can get into your Totally Awesome under 5 summons this way. So now you're going to go ahead and use Electric Jellyfish to send your Pacifist from your deck to your graveyard. And then you can special summon your Lifeless Leafish, which will activate. Lifeless Leafish can send any fish from your deck to your graveyard. And the best one to send is going to be Crystal Shark. So if you wanted to, you could go for Buzzsaw Shark as well if you don't want to use Crystal Shark or Lifeless Leafish. But for this example, you could actually get over Nibiru, right? Because this is our 3rd summon. Then you can go ahead and activate. You can go ahead and use your Lifeless Leafish or a Bahamut Shark as your 4th, and then detach in order to special summon Totally Awesome as your 5th. And then, of course, since you have your Crystal Shark, you can special summon it and overlay these 2 for either a rank 5 or your Stealth Kraken. So both of these are level 5, and if this goes to the graveyard, you can use it next turn too. So it's pretty nice having Crystal Shark. So yeah, you get if this leaves the field, you have 2 materials, so you can get your Stealth Kraken Spore. And on your next turn, you can also use Bahamut Shark if it survives. It doesn't have the right-hand shark, though, unfortunately, but later on, you can actually recycle your fishes and draw a card. All you need to do is shuffle 3 other fish and banish this card, so that's 4 total, and then you get a free card. Alright, let's move on to another combo.
Hey, Yugi, could you stay a little longer? Maybe... Well, it isn't going to work now. Not after you almost skewered me. I'm not entirely sure what to say. Maybe it'd be best if we just left. No hard feelings about the harpoon incident, right? Get bent, you freaky fish guy. At least the ocean will never leave me. Right, Ocean? Why don't you ever answer me, Ocean?
And we have another combo using Buzzsaw and 1-for-1. So this is another reason why I like using Lifeless Leafish. So you just need another monster for 1-for-1. Pretty much you're going to be normal summoning your Buzzsaw Shark, and you can use its effect to go ahead and grab your right-hand shark in your deck. And then you could discard one card for your 1-for-1 to special summon Beautiful Princess. And then, of course, when it's summoned, you immediately banish it in order to, so it's the graveyard, in order to special summon a Lifeless Leafish from your deck. Because Buzzsaw is a hard once returned, so that's why it's nice to have a copy of this, which of course lets you send your Crystal Shark from your deck to your graveyard. So using Buzzsaw Shark and your right-hand shark, you would overlay the 2 for a copy of Bahamut Shark. Bahamut Shark's effect will attach. You always want to make sure you have a Buzzsaw Shark in the graveyard. That way your Totally Awesome gets a little bit more value. And put it in attack mode just because it has 0 defense. And now you also have one more extender, your Crystal Shark. So you can special summon that and overlay it with your Lifeless Leafish for a copy of Stealth Kraken. So your Bahamut Shark this time was summoned underneath right-hand shark. So that means it can't be destroyed by battle. So it's a little bit better than the last play. But yeah, that's just one thing you can do with the 1-for-1 combo. If you would draw a Buzzsaw Shark as well. Okay, let's move on.
Ha ha ha! I, Mako Tsunami, love the ocean and all the creatures that dwell within it. That is why I forced this captured whale to perform degrading tricks for the amusement of the Japanese public. Yo, freaky fish guy! What are you doing working in an aquarium? I am not the duelist I used to be. You see, the ocean and I, we are separated. Well, you heard me. We are divorced. Now I'm dating this aquarium, which is a pretty sweet gig, actually. She's a lot younger than the ocean, which has its benefits. And she appreciates me, unlike my ex-wife who would always give me the silent treatment. Isn't that right, aquarium? The aquarium says yes.
Okay, and this will be a specific combo using Sea Stealth 2, Fish Sonar, and Buzzsaw Shark. So this is an interesting combo. First, you're going to activate your Sea Stealth 2, and now your monsters can't be targeted by non-water monster effects. Then, of course, you activate your Fish Sonar, and this will get you your copy of Electric Jellyfish from your deck to your hand. And then also, you can use its effect to special summon your normal monster, in this case, 7-colored fish. Yeah, classic throwback right there. And then you'll normal summon your Electric Jellyfish and use its effect to send a Yumi from your deck to your graveyard. Now this combo, you have to be very careful that you don't open the Pacifist with Fish Sonar, because if you activate Pacifist as your Yumi and then you activate Fish Sonar, it's going to summon separate colored fish, and that's going to trigger your Pacifist, which is a mandatory effect, so you won't be able to special summon effect monsters. So that's one reason that you might consider taking out the Pacifist. But I like it, honestly. It's a pretty cool card. And now you sent your Pacifist to the graveyard to summon your Buzzsaw Shark. And Buzzsaw Shark's effect can activate. Now when you're activating its effect and you don't have Sea Stealth, you want to try and target a different monster. As long as it's level 4, you can resolve it properly, because if it does get targeted by Ghost Ogre, it'll resolve without effect. It has to be on the field for that. So just get in a good habit of targeting another level 4 if you have it. If not, it will target itself. And then, of course, you'll special summon a copy of Right-Hand Shark. And now you can overlay the 2 for Bahamut Shark. And Bahamut Shark's effect will activate. We'll detach the Buzzsaw Shark in order to summon a Totally Awesome from our deck. And then, of course, we'll do the same for these 2. Now, you might consider keeping the Electric Jellyfish if you have other monsters, because it is a pseudo Omni-Negate. However, in this case, we're going to do something a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and attach the, probably doesn't really matter, honestly. If we get a Lifeless Leafish, then 7-colored fish is a little bit better in the graveyard, in order to summon another copy of Totally Awesome. And finally, overlay the 2 of these, attaching the materials, in order to go for F0 Utopic Future. And then you can also go into Draco Future. So Draco Future is super negate. It's against monsters only, but you get to take control of their monster too. So it's pretty nice. And also your Sea Stealth protects your Totally Awesomes. If they go to the graveyard, you do have Buzzsaw Shark for your follow-up. And this is 3 negates right here. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
The aquarium says yes. Look, I don't care about any of that stuff. I just want to play a card game with you. It's your fault the ocean left me in the first place. Ever since you called me a freaky fish guy, I haven't been able to escape it. All over the world, people see me and shout, "Hey, it's that freaky fish guy." And all because I once threw a harpoon at somebody. Does that mean I deserve to be labeled a freaky fish guy?
Hey, Dad, I want to see the freaky fish guy make the whale jump over a rock like in Free Willy. Gah!
Okay, and this will be a 3-card combo using Buzzsaw Shark, Abyss Shark, and any extender. So in this case, we'll use Electric Jellyfish. So we'll go ahead and normal summon the Jellyfish and send a pacifist from our deck to our graveyard. Could be any Yumi, really. And then you can special summon your Buzzsaw Shark. Using its effect, you can target your Jellyfish just in case your opponent has a Ghost Ogre. And special summon your right-hand Shark. And now you can overlay the 2 for a copy of Bahamut Shark. And now, of course, you can detach one material. For a copy of Totally Awesome. And now you want to resolve your Abyss Shark's effect. Since you control a water monster, you can special summon this as your 6th summon. And then, of course, the shark you're going to add is going to be XYZ Remora. You can overlay these 2 for a number 4 Stealth Kraken. So remember that Abyss Shark always has to go into Stealth Kraken or rank 5. And then, of course, for XYZ Remora, you need 3 main monster zones free. So you want to put your XYZ monster in the extra monster zone. Then you can detach 2 materials from any monsters you control. And remember to check your graveyard before you do that, because you need 2 level 4 fish, right? So you're actually going to detach one of these from the Bahamut Shark. And it could be either one of these. We'll detach the fish. And that will go ahead and special summon your XYZ Remora, as well as Right Hand and Buzzsaw. And it's exactly 2. You can't be less than 2 fish that you summon, so you have to be careful with that. But it could still summon itself and not get the 2 fish. But regardless, you're going to use your Abyss Shark to overlay with either one of these 2. In this case, I'll go for the Buzzsaw Shark, and both of their effects are negated too. And then, of course, you detach one of these material, the Buzzsaw Shark, in order to summon another Totally Awesome. So, unfortunately, you can't overlay these 2 because your Abyss Shark locked you into waters only, but it's still a really nice 3-card combo. But I'm going to show you another one where you could overlay those as well. So, you have 2 Omni Negates. You could retrieve your Bahamut Shark and your Abyss Shark. And your Stealth Kraken still has a material as well. And also this Bahamut Shark can't be destroyed by battle, so you can summon a Totally Awesome if you want on your next turn if you recycle one. So yeah, it's pretty good. On your next turn, you can overlay these 2 for, of course, your F-Zero and get another negate. So yeah, pretty good start.
I remember the first time I met the ocean. It was love at first sight. My father and I were fishing together when a huge tidal wave came and nearly destroyed our boat. It took my father, and I never saw him again. That is why I dedicated my life to loving the sea and all of its inhabitants.
Okay, and here we have another 3-card combo. This time, I'm going to use XYZ Remora, and I'm going to show you why this card is just insane. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and summon the Buzzsaw Shark. So that you summon your right-hand shark from your deck. And then, of course, you overlay these 2. Now, you need 2 materials, so you're going to have to go into your Stealth Kraken at first, but it can't be destroyed by battle. So that's pretty cool. Then you'll resolve one XYZ Remora, detach 2, in order to special summon Remora and those 2 materials. And if you go for a Bahamut right now, unfortunately, you're going to need 2 materials, right, for your second XYZ Remora. So you're going to have to go for a second Kraken right which is fine. So of course, you're going to go ahead and overlay these two for a second Stealth Kraken. And I would recommend putting this in the extra monster zone because you need 3 monster zones in order to resolve your XYZ Remora. So you're going to go ahead and activate the effect, special summon itself, as well as detach these 2 materials and special summon them. So now you can go into your double totally awesome play. And by the way, both of these can't be destroyed by battle, so that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and go for 1 Bahamut Shark, and hopefully your opponents have a Nibiru. Doesn't really matter which one of these materials you detach. You go for 1 Toad right here, and then the other will go for another totally awesome right over here. And then of course, finally overlay these both for a copy of number F0 Utopic Future and number F0 Utopic Draco Future, which is the more expensive one. But yeah, Toads and Utopic Draco are pretty pricey right now for a reason, right? They're all negates. So with this board, you have 3 negates, one of them's monster, and these are both omni negates. You could recover your XYZ Remoras or your Buzzsaw Sharks from graveyard, and these cards can't be destroyed by battle, and also you get 2 pops. So yeah, it's a pretty gnarly board from just the 3 monsters. But yeah, that's a pretty good combo. I'll do some test hands next time. So thank you for joining me today. Happy dueling. Peace.